Yep, BLM's finest. I meant that ironically.
This is Back Bay. The destination of this train is Forest Hill.
No hate stalking BLM psycho trash here, thankfully. See, these people know how to leave other people alone.
This is destination of this train is Forest Hills.
It's funny here when you start filming the psycho trash flying at you, they stop flying at you. The sad thing about BLM is that they act like a bunch of filthy animals, and then when you don't like that and you don't like them, they come at you in really nasty ways. Dear BLM, I don't have to like you. The end.
Next stop.
See? All of a sudden, the hate stalking psycho trash have backed off. I don't have to like them, especially when they act like a bunch of hate stalking psycho trash. But then again, you know, when you're dealing with hate stalking psycho trash, they're not normal. They think that you owe them something, and they get angry when they don't get it.
Stony Brook.
However, it's interesting that all the BLM hate stalkers have suddenly vanished over the last 2 stops.
This is Stony. This is
Did that psycho finally sit down? I don't see him cock blocking the entrances anymore. That's weird.
Use signal work. Use buses between Wellington and North State.
So just for the record, there are no vehicles at this intersection right now, and there have not been any vehicles at this intersection so far. It's completely dead, right? Oh. Here we go at the hate stalking traffic troll shithole scum. Check this out. See, I always record this because it's never an accident. Look at all these cars all of a sudden when it was literally dead 20 minutes ago. That is not an accident, folks. These cluster events, as I call them, are statistical anomalies that do not occur by chance. They have a less than, I don't know what % chance, tiny little percentage chance of being due to chance, ironically, right? So it was dead, now it's not. Now there's like 10 cars at this intersection all at once. Yeah, it's geo-tracking, BLM hate stalking, psycho rejects. Got nothing else to do, apparently, in their sad, wasted, hate stalking, rejected, psycho trash lives, other than drive around in circles and converge at intersections all at the same time in weird, anomalous, statistically aberrant patterns. It's funny, that sensor light goes on whenever I happen to walk past this driveway, but the sensor isn't here, it's on the other side, which means that there are people hanging out back there late at night, because that's when I usually get back to the building, and I'm not the one who set off the sensor light. It's somebody back there, perving and creeping and winking and hate stalking, like the BLM hate stalking psycho trash that live in this building complex in large numbers, because they're being provided with free rent by the Greenville Group, according to multiple reports, in exchange for engaging in all kinds of disruptive, harassing, harmful activities towards innocent members of this corner and of the community. So, as a matter of tactical caution, I always stop approximately 50 yards from this intersection because there's always psycho creeps getting all agitated and violent on that corner in one way or another, regardless of what time of the night I happen to approach this building after being out all day. They're a bunch of low-life rejects who hate stalk women because they're disgusting, desperate sex offender psycho trash who can't keep their hands to themselves or any other part of themselves to themselves. Just a bunch of wanking pigs. I would know. I've been physically assaulted by 6 of them over the last few years in some pretty nasty ways that sent me to the hospital. And no, I wasn't raped, thank God. But physically assaulted, punched, kicked, hit, shoved aside. The psycho creep in Unit 81 on my floor tried to shove me down the stairs. You know, stuff like that. Because they're a bunch of angry, masturbating, perving, creeping BLM rejects. Pretty much all of them. Including a white guy named Jason DaCosta, who's a perving, creeping, psycho, trash pig who likes little girls. He's a pedophile, so I don't really care what color someone is. They can be a BLM hate stalking reject regardless of what color they are, right? And then they just have issues with women. It's all perving, creeping, involuntarily celibate beta males who brag about being BLM activists because they think it's some kind of a status thing. Are you kidding? BLM is a joke. They were deplatformed by Amazon years ago for embezzling millions of donor dollars on strippers and hookers. Gee, what a surprise. Must be the same wanking pigs that live in my building. I always like to give the Greenville Group's hate stalking BLM psycho pervs time to disperse before I approach the building, in case their activities on the street corners and the doorways are actually due to chance and are legitimate. I'll give them a few minutes to get done what they need to get done, whatever the hell that might be, like, you know, finishing up that vodka bottle that they drink in public or finishing up that crack pipe that they like to smoke when they're sitting in the doorways, you know, stuff like that. But see, the problem is if you have boobs, it doesn't even matter if they're fake boobs. It doesn't even matter if you're wearing like a bra with like foam boobs in it. They automatically assume that you owe them something. Because that's the type of psycho trash sex offender filth that the Greenville Group likes to cram in large numbers in their building complex as part of a sick and twisted Soros-funded social project. That's a fact. They also like to hang out in that dark parking lot across the street and just perv and creep. I am smelling an insane amount of weed right now, which means that somebody is smoking it not too far away. Likely on the street, because I don't see any windows right here. These pieces of shit can't even like think straight without smoking crack.